Why do volleyball players get imbalanced after a pass? Imagine you're in the middle of a fast-paced volleyball game and you just made a perfect pass. But suddenly, you find yourself off balance and stumbling a bit. Ever wonder why that happens? Well, let's break down what causes players to lose their footing after passing the ball. When players perform a forearm pass, they need to coordinate their footwork, upper body, and arm platform all at once. If any of these parts aren't working together smoothly, balance can be thrown off. One common reason is uneven weight distribution. Before passing, players should keep their weight evenly spread on both feet, with their heels slightly lifted, ready to move in any direction. But many players shift their weight too much onto one foot during the pass. This uneven stance makes it hard to recover quickly after contact. Another factor is movement during the pass. Sometimes players keep moving their feet or arms while making contact with the ball. This ongoing motion adds momentum that can carry them forward, backward, or sideways. If they haven't stabilized their body before contact, this momentum pulls them out of balance once the ball is gone. The platform, or the way players position their arms and hands, also plays a big role. If they bend their elbows too much or let their arms fall apart, they lose the stable base needed for control. A shaky platform means they have to make last-minute adjustments, which often involve jerky arm movements that upset their overall balance. Footwork is another key. Players who reach for the ball instead of stepping into position with proper shuffle or crossover steps tend to be off balance after passing. Reaching puts their feet in awkward spots, making it harder to stay steady. Quick recovery steps are essential to reset their stance and stay balanced. Starting position matters too. If players stand upright with stiff knees instead of in a ready, athletic stance, they lack a solid foundation. This weak starting point makes it easier to lose balance when they make the pass. Eye contact and anticipation are often overlooked but important. If players don't watch the ball from the server's hand or misjudge its trajectory, they end up in awkward positions. These last-second adjustments can throw off their balance during and after the pass. The height at which they make contact is also vital. If they from their platform too high or too low, they have to compensate with body movements that disturb their stability. Contacting the ball at the right height, usually at waist level, helps keep their body in control. Relaxation and mental focus are sometimes forgotten but are essential. Tense muscles or anxious movements cause jerky motions that throw off balance. Staying relaxed allows the upper body to stay quiet and stable while the feet do the work. High-speed serves or attacks add extra challenge. When the ball comes in fast, players need quick, explosive movements to get into position. If they overreach or overcommit, they often lose their footing after contact. Finally, consistent practice of proper technique and stability exercises helps develop the muscle memory needed for balance. Without regular training, players might struggle to stay steady after passing because their nervous system hasn't adapted to execute the movement smoothly. So, to avoid losing balance after a pass, focus on maintaining good posture, keeping your upper body quiet, using proper footwork, and practicing stability drills. When all these parts work together, you'll pass the ball accurately and stay on your feet, ready for the next play.